Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It is Marvin speaking. We're just going to get into an update by the Wales Online. Porthcawl Fun Fair ride accident, 14 injured after ride appears to derail at Coney Beach Fair. Well, it didn't appear, it actually derailed. Coney Beach issues new statement. This is a new statement from today, people, 2 hours ago by Holly Morgan. Coney Beach issues a new statement after fairground ride leaves 14 injured in Porthcawl. Coney Beach, Porthcawl, has issued a new statement following an incident on Wednesday evening that saw children's roller coaster ride derailed from the tracks, injuring 14 people. Of those hurt, 13 were children and 7 were hospitalised for further treatment. A video circulating on social media showed the rear carriage of the Wacky Worm ride, which is described as small inductee ride aimed at children hanging off the track, with bystanders assisting injured passengers, some visibly bloodied and bruised to safety. Wow. Emergency service, including police, fire and ambulance, were all called to the scene, and Porthcawl Coney Beach was initially evacuated and then closed. I went into the hospital wearing... Sorry, that is something else there. Sorry about that, people. The Seaside Amusement Park had reopened to visitors on Friday, August the 15th, following the conclusion of crime scene investigations work by South Wales Police and the Health and Safety Executive HSE. A spokeswoman for the park since issued a statement saying that they are shocked and upset. A spokesperson for Coney Beach said Coney Beach is unable to comment in any detail on the event of the 13th of August due to ongoing investigations by the police and HSE. The management and staff of Coney Beach were both shocked and upset by the events of the Wednesday evening when an accident occurred on the ride owned and operated by a third party. This was clearly a terrifying incident for passengers and families present, and our thoughts are with injured children and others that may have been affected. Coney Beach wishes everyone a swift recovery, as well as express great thanks to the emergency services who attended to promptly and professionally on this traumatic occasion. The attraction had previously issued a statement to say the ride was not owned by the park itself but a third party. Shocked onlookers said they heard a loud bang followed by screams and the immediate sound of people shouting to get the kids off. The park was then evacuated around 10 minutes later, with emergency service arrived shortly after. One dad told Wales Online how he watched the Wacky Worm ride completely lift off the rail with his 3 children on board. Get daily breaking news updates on the phone by joining WhatsApp community here on Wales Online. Interesting stuff that, don't forget, like I said, Coney Park is due to close down later on in the year. And I'm wondering whether there's going to be questions about whether these whether this ride was serviced and in good operational condition. It doesn't look like it, and they're going to refund the families, those who were those who children were involved in this situation. But surely, families are going to look for a lot more like injury claims on this at the end of the day, especially if they've got insurance. And what about the cover insurance if these rides go wrong? Did this third party, which is kind of funny that basically they would quickly say a third party owns it. It's possibly true, I agree, but at the end of the day, it's like to say, look, we're not taking responsibility for that ride because it's owned to someone else. Let me know what you think, people. At the end of the day, I mean, it must have been a shock to those young kids out there, but things like that need to be put out there. And I hope, obviously, the investigation department and the police get to the bottom of it and involved, because, like I said, I think they're going to be families who are looking for bigger answers than what they've got. Thank you.